Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. All right, everybody, let's be safe. Do what we gotta do, but be safe. Um, we'll speak about heavyweight champion of the world, former style, WBC, Deontay Wilder. 10 title defenses, about 41 knockouts, 40 of them in a row. You know what I mean? Your man, Deontay Wilder. Well, pretty sure everybody except me, I'm the only one living under a rock because I don't, I'm not on social media. So sometimes it takes time for information to filter down to people that's, oblivious to social media. But your boy Deontay Wilder came out with a nice poem, a tribute to what blacks have been going through, basically worldwide, but in America especially. And it was awesome, but it's typical Deontay Wilder. Awesome, ended it and beginning to till this day. And I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it on Instagram. His first words from him for a while. He's been pretty silent. Most of us understand and know why, because a lot of the residue that came from that rematch with Tyson Fury. But this was important. This is not a spare of the moment thing with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has been talking like this forever. That's why many of us are Deontay Wilder fans, and we're proud of the man, proud to be a fan of the man, and proud of the man. Deontay Wilder. Most of the people that's with Deontay Wilder for life. It is what it is. The reasons of being things like this, coming out saying a lot of positive things that need to be said. We know, he's been, said till this day. That was about over a year and a half ago with Radio Raheem. We understood why that was, and we knew it. We took it. We understand because he feels it. Everybody knows he feels it. And he believes it. This is what's right, right? He spoke out about it when it's not fashionable. And things is this is a man who's been through it. So most of us like Deontay Wilder not only because he knocks people out. Most people who like knockouts should like Deontay Wilder. Wasn't the case. A lot of people love knockouts, but didn't like Deontay Wilder. Wasn't the case, right? Wanting to fight everybody, wanting to be undisputed, right? Things like that. Um, you know, Basically, even Tyson Fury, what motivated him to get up to become what he is again, get up off the couch. What one stuck out to me really is also, fighting Ortiz twice when nobody else would. And it was not a lot of people would think it was well, Ortiz must have been the mandatory. Ortiz wasn't even the mandatory. Wasn't even in his weight in his sanctioning body. So this is a guy that we know has heart and is just just the man. He's handling his business. Um, just awesome. We like what he stands for. Bottom line. So yeah, this is just basically a video to let everybody know. If you know that if you've seen this poem from Deontay Wilder, you probably been on his Instagram or something like that, then you'll realize it's awesome. If you're a Deontay Wilder fan already, you would be like, well, that's typical Deontay Wilder, right? And things like this, with what's going on with the protesting and riots, it's about equality. That's what it is. And it's about like people tired of having to talk about it. And it's going to filter down to a lot of things. I was telling you the Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder rematch is going to be a scandal because a lot of people who are talking now, because we have a video of someone obviously being choked. Obviously, we have videos of somebody being basically hunted. You know, these things doesn't mean that these are just a few that happen. It's everybody. It happens all the time. Right? We also know that's why Colin Kaepernick was gunned down and was blackballed. So a lot of things, people are going to be rethinking things. You see it in the NFL, what's going down. A lot of the owners who have a slave mentality, people of or their property. These like things like this, these things that are going on in boxing that we talk about. Like how in the hell do we have obvious problems that we need to investigate in Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury rematch, and no one will even think about addressing it, right? Those are the things. How the hell are we calling people number one and number two and number three pound for pound in the whole boxing world, and we know people in their weight division, they won't fight them, and we will continue to ignore them. And I'm talking, yes, again, about Demetrius Andrade in the 160-pound division, in the middleweight division, that he won't be fought no matter what. Charlo too. Demetrius would have been the undisputed, would have one middleweight champion. But then the people who don't make it happen are still ranked above Demetrius Andrade and Charlo as well, right? This thing here, this guy here, Deontay Wilder knocked out 40 something in a row. Wasn't a huge star. Should have been. In any other country, he would have been. And when we're sitting here, we're arguing with people from England, because they don't realize what we're talking about. Deontay Wilder, it's a lot bigger than just fighting. At some point, you realize after about 26 knockouts, what the hell is going on? Nobody trying to pay attention. Still talking about this is no skill. It's skill to knock somebody out, and we still wouldn't get behind them. So those are obvious things that are going on, things that Deontay Wilder's endured. People that are his fans and rolling with him. Not since day one. He earned our respect by his actions and how he fights and who he wants to fight and what he's trying to do, keeping his word. And another thing that's very significant is he ain't doping. I know a lot of people don't care about it. He ain't doping. That's why I can't get with Pacquiao right now. I mean, Pacquiao, wow, good fight against Keith Thurman, right? But if you didn't take a dope test for the Keith Thurman fight, what am I supposed to think? Why would somebody be fighting right now without wanting to take a dope test for a fight? And we're not really mentioning that. Keith Thurman right now could think he's undefeated, right? I was like, okay, I beat Danny Garcia, I beat Sean Porter, and I split decision loss to Pacquiao who didn't take a dope test. How would you feel right now? Would you really feel like I lost? I'm sure Pacquiao, man, you didn't have to take a dope test. Now I took the fight because I wanted some money. That's my fault. But when he's sitting back to having a drink talking to his boys, there's no way he's not saying that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, that's not saying that. So dope means a lot. Oscar Rivas don't think he lost to Dillian White. He don't think he lost to Dillian White. Because, like, man, Dillian White was full of something. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Takam. He don't think he lost to Alexander Povetkin late in the fight because Povetkin was full of meldonium. Neither does Duhapis when he went over there because Stavern couldn't fight Povetkin because he was doped, and they got Duhapis on 24 hours notice way in Russia somewhere from France. I don't know how hell that happened. That must have meant if we gonna get caught in a minute, be on your way already, right? Duhapis loses by knockout to Povetkin, full of some dope. So these guys have to feel like they haven't lost in those fights, right? So those are some things that Deontay Wilder has no issue with, right? Only thing Deontay Wilder can say about doping is, yeah, every time somebody try to fight me, they get caught. That's also a good thing, right? That's a good thing. That's another reason why people let's say, man, that's a whole lot of integrity to be 20 pounds lighter than everybody, right? So all of that put together is a reason why Deontay Wilder is loved or revered amongst us. It is what it is, right? Now, people that didn't like him just because you didn't like him, let's make this clear. Brothers probably wouldn't have liked him at first for some reason or another. Man, I ain't like Deontay, man. Look, I didn't like Michael Jordan. Okay? I didn't like Michael Jordan, man. He didn't play for the Lakers. So whatever with him. You know what I mean? But he was awesome. Oh, excuse me, this bad dude, man, but I don't like him, man. Get up out of here, man. Shoot. I'm more Clyde Drexler or something. You know what I mean? On that position. Hakeem Olajuwon, basically, but Clyde Drexler on that position or something. But he wasn't as good as Michael Jordan, but he was close. So somebody could talk about. And then Kobe, when it came to the Lakers, that's it. Kobe, that's the man. That's how it is, but you have respect. So people wouldn't have liked Deontay Wilder at first. Oh, man, he knocking people out. But I'm telling you, man, he ain't got a chin. And then you see a few fights where he got a chin, and man, well, I don't like him anyway because he talked too much. Something. Or you try to hate on him. Maybe you just didn't like him for some reason. That's cool. But what happens to brothers is, okay, I'm hating on him because I'm just trying to get my hate on him because he ain't from my area or he beat up a cousin of mine or something like that. But when you find out nobody in America really likes Deontay Wilder, when they try to not act like he shouldn't be in pound list because he swings funny, but he keeps knocking out everybody. And then, when they added Joshua and him having a negotiation, it could have easily been the little skinny dude who didn't want to fight. But it was the big behemoth dude, the He-Man, didn't want to fight. Little old Deon, skinny old Deon chicken legs. Now what happened there? You know what I mean? So at some point, a brother be like, man, I can't hate on this dude, man. This is ridiculous. Now if he would have had his props, right, and been famous enough, like he should have been, then more brothers would have probably said, oh man, well, I don't like him because of this or I don't like him because of that. We couldn't. Because wait a minute. First of all, he's supposed to be a mega star first. Then I might get my hate on. But if that's not the case, then we know why. So yes, we're rolling with him. A lot of people rolling with him because of that. Period. Right? Me, I'm looking at him like, man, this dude knocked people out. I don't care how, right? I'm looking at a whole lot of people knock people out over years. I'm like, this little dude knocked people out. I don't care how, and he mean it because he walking away before they fall on or hit the ground. That's some awesome stuff. I ain't gonna try to act like I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? Because if I didn't like people who didn't play orthodox, I wouldn't like a lot of basketball players who played unorthodox but bad as hell. Just the way it is. So I don't want to rant about it or talk too long about it, but at the end of the day, Wilder makes a lot of brothers feel good. He makes a lot of brothers feel proud to be fans of his and proud that he's a heavyweight champion of the world. We still think he's a champ until this next fight with Tyson Fury. If everything goes fair and Tyson Fury can beat him fair and square, then there's no doubt. But right now, there's doubt. The fight's tainted, in my opinion, until they do something about it. And I think people will investigate now because everything is in the light. The same people that are out here, we got policemen out there that ain't even policemen. No name tags, no nothing. Just happen to be white dudes, right? With no name out there, like they policemen, stuff like that, right? So, you see what time it is. So at the end of the day, when Deontay Wilder comes up out of this right here, and no matter what he happens with Tyson Fury or whatever, but if he comes out winning, it's all obvious, obviously awesome. But even if he loses, we down with him no matter what because of what he stands for what he's trying to do, what he's done up until now. That's all gravy. You know what I'm saying? Let me cut this short. Dope Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.